Hey guys, I want to dive right into the content. So I'm going to be showing you guys my top 5 selling categories and the top 5 items within those categories. That way you guys know what to be looking for so you can sell them in your own eBay store. So that way we can all make money together, and a few of you have the potential to put me out of business, copying my exact style and taking all of the items or saturating my own markets. You can look up my eBay store. It's 21JRIDE, 21JRIDE, if you'd like to look over my information and see what I'm talking about. Complete transparency here, let's hop into the video. Alright, so just a quick hop into my numbers here. These are my numbers from last year. As you can see, everything is up 1,000+% because I didn't do any selling in 2021. Well, I actually did about $400 in December 2021. So last year was my full first year, and then I've done this year. So I've done about 20 months of eBay selling. As you can see, I did $124,000 in revenue. My cost of selling was about 16%. I did the majority of the year shipping through eBay, and then another part of the year was through pirate ship. My fees were about, anywhere from the normal fees, 10 to 13%. Now let's go ahead and look at this year. This year I have generated close to $140,000 on eBay alone. My selling costs are only 15% because I do all of my shipping on pirate ship, and I promote at 2.6%. So that's where you get that 15.4% average. These are my numbers. Now let's go ahead and look at the categories. My 5th highest grossing category on eBay are men's sunglasses. It accounts for about 3.13% of my total business. Everyone has a different definition of what an everything seller is. You guys can gerrymander back and forth what you guys think a true everything seller is. My top 5 categories only make up about 20% or less of my business, so I sell a lot of different things. The 5th most grossing are sunglasses. Let me show you the best ones. Okay guys, I guess this is kind of turning into like a transparency and also kind of a look into my systems video as well. But let's look at this first top 5 category that I sell in, which is men's sunglasses. Women's sunglasses is like my 16th highest category, but eBay breaks it down a little bit differently, I guess. But one of the hard things about this video are these things sell so quickly that it's hard to give good representation and examples, but you definitely want to be looking out for Oakley sunglasses. Oakley is by far my highest and fastest seller. A lot of these for example, I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but these are pretty dang scratched up. So a lot of people will leave these behind because they're like, oh, I can't sell them, they're scratched. People will pop out these lenses and then replace them, because if they buy these brand new, they're going to be over $300. If they buy them used in great condition, it's going to be $200. But if they buy frames only, they're going to buy them from me for $50, and then they're going to use their own lenses that they bought for $20. So now they're saving $130 on a used pair. So don't be discouraged by scratches or scuffs on the lenses, because people will replace them on their own. Sunglasses are awesome. Oakley is by far number 1. Number 2 is definitely going to be Ray-Ban. Ray-Ban sell so fast that I don't think I'm going to have an example for you guys, because the second that I list them, they always sell. But yeah, everyone knows what Ray-Bans look like, so go ahead and find those. Next up, and these might actually be competing for number 1, is Maui Jims. Let me take these out for you guys. Look at these awesome angles. I sell a little bit of toys too, We got some Maui Jims here. This is the logo you want to be looking for. Man. Maui Jims. And as you guys can see, terrible scratches on the lenses. Doesn't matter. These are very valuable frames, so people will buy them. So Maui Jims is number 3. The number 4 top selling for me is going to be Polo Ralph Lauren. I'm able to source a ton of these online. I get, 30 to 100 pairs in pretty bad condition for $30. And so let's say 100 of them I get for $30 plus like $14 in shipping. So my average cost of goods are about 46 cents. And I'm able to sell the frames only for an average of $24 plus shipping each. So awesome margins there. And then number 5 is debatable. It's hard because there's so many good ones. I guess I'll just do kind of like 5 as like a bonus. Native does really well. Smith's Optics does really well. Blenders Eyewear does really good. Shady Rays. There's just so many of these companies that sell very well. So that is the 5th category. All right, the next category I've made just a smidge more, 3.23%, which are, no one's gonna like this, subwoofers. Big old subwoofers for home theaters, also for, you know, just playing music outside. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. You guys can see here down on this bottom shelf of my Husky racks, there's just a ton of huge subwoofers and speakers, right? So I want to talk about the top 5. Top 5 brands you guys are going to want to be looking out for are Bose. Bose in all categories that they sell in, you want to be looking out for them. I mean, here's off topic a little bit. Here's a pair of Bose headphones. I got these for $2. They're sitting in my draft bank, getting ready to be listed. They'll probably sell close to instantly for $40 plus shipping once I get them out. But you're definitely going to want to be looking for Bose. I'm going to be a big, strong man for you guys for this video. I'm going to do what I can. So, here's a big old Bose subwoofer. This weighs about, I don't know, 40 pounds. That's what you guys are going to want to be looking for. These sell pretty well, obviously. They're my 4th biggest category. If I find 10 of these and list them all on the same day, I believe it would take about 100 days for those to sell. So it has just slower than 100% sell through in 90 days on average. These usually sell anywhere from $40 to $180 plus shipping, which ends up being minimum $40 to $180. People are willing to pay shipping. Don't be afraid to charge for shipping. It's awesome. Next up, Bose is great. You're going to want to look for these small. These are my bread and butter ones. They're actually not hard to ship either. These probably weigh like 6 pounds and they fit in a 12 by 12 by 12. They even fit in a 10 by 10 by 10. But you want more bubble wrap than that. So you want a 12 by 12 by 12 for sure. This is Vizio. Vizio is a great one. I find these all the time. There's those square ones. There's also these more rectangular ones. You can usually find them anywhere from $5 to $20 each. I typically find them between 7 and 10. So you're wanting to be looking out for those. You're also going to want to look for Primitive. Primitive is awesome. Primitive, I sell theirs all the time between $80 to $300 plus shipping. I sell a ton of them for over $200. It's just really easy profits. You're also going to want to look for Klipsch. Hopefully I'm saying that right. It's Klispch. Has a little bit of orange on their logos. I think those are all currently sold out for me. Those ones are a bit harder to find and they sell pretty dang quick. I think that was 4 brands. And then the 5th, definitely you're just going to want to look for like Sony / Samsung. Those sell really fast as well. But yeah, there's a Sony one right there. It's a big boy. Don't be afraid to ship big boys. Coming in at number 3, accounting for 3.79% of my total revenue this year are DVD and Blu-ray players. Now, I don't sell a ton of DVD players. I sell a good amount of Blu-ray players. But what is factored into this are DVD VCR combo players, and I sell a ton of those. Let me show you the best 5 to be looking for. All right, as you guys can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 of them currently in stock right now, which is a bit sad because man, oh man, I wish I had 1,000. But 7 is great. So these are really awesome because they have such an extremely fast sell-through rate. One of the reasons why is because there are businesses on Amazon that buy these on eBay anywhere from, depending on the brand, from $40 to $100. Then they clean them up, tune them up a little bit, and then go sell them on Amazon for $200 to $400. So I get them anywhere from $5 to $25. I make my 80 bucks profit, 60 bucks profit. I sell them to them at a higher cost of goods, and they have more fees incorporated with Amazon, and so they also make their probably slightly higher margins than me, $80 to $100, depending on the unit. So the 5 best you guys are going to be looking for. Number 1 is Magnavox. Magnavox is a really awesome company when it comes to DVD VCR combo players. They're like Sony, but a lot smaller, and they made music players and things like that did not do super well in that department, at least in today's current resale value. But when it comes to DVD VCR players, they're definitely number one, the ones that I look for. The ones starting with an M for the model number, it's like MW280MG. Those ones sell in used condition, working condition for $60 to $90. But if you can find the one that starts with a Z, boom, now you've got $100 to $200. Because the ones that have the Z, those can record your VHS tapes into a DVD, so they're a lot more valuable and a lot more sought after. But even Magnavox, if it's under $15, I buy it no questions asked because I sell them broken all the time. One of the most common things that doesn't work with these is you put the VHS in and it won't go in, it's broken. Or you put it in, nothing plays on the screen when you hit eject. As you pull it out, the little tape comes out with it and it eats the tape. Also doesn't work. And then the third thing, sometimes the laser disc, it's the little light that shoots up and actually reads the disc as it's spinning and projects it onto the screen for you. Sometimes that is either dirty or damaged, so the DVD side doesn't work. But even with any of those three problems, you put it up for parts on eBay and it sells for $30 plus shipping in under a week. Every single time. I get a broken unit every single week and I never have them. I don't even have one to show you guys because they sell so fast. If they work, $60 to $70 plus shipping, and if it starts with a Z, man, buku bucks, okay? Next up, you guys are going to want to be looking for Sony. For whatever reason, I have found that Sony units that are black sell for about $10 more than if they are silver. Silver ones still sell great though. You want to be looking out for SLV-D281P is probably the one you're going to find the most often. $70 plus shipping. Philips, another nice one. Do I have any Philips in stock right now? Panasonic. Philips is pretty good. The cool thing about Philips is if you can find the Philips remote, the remote sells for just as much as the actual receiver. Let me see if I can find a remote real quick. All right, guys, here's that remote I was talking about. You can see here it says Philips. If it's shaped like this and it's silver or even black, and it says DVD and VCR, you just found yourself minimum $25. I sell these for $50 all the time during Q4, and then $40 throughout the year if I'm willing to wait. They usually have like a 60-day sell through at $40 or a week sell through if you put them up for $30. So look out for this remote as well. Little bonus. Next up is Panasonic. I guess I haven't even showed you guys exactly what I'm talking about yet. DVD VCR combo player. Plays both of them. And they're easy to test. You just plug them into your TV with the RCA cables. You're easily testable, and you just ship them out. This is probably the fourth best one. And then the fifth best, I would actually just stick with those four brands. I still buy Toshiba and other brands like that, but they sell significantly slower. And I've noticed that they don't work significantly as often. So I would stick with those four brands that I've just said. And then you can dabble in Sylvania, Toshiba, things like that once you become a bit more of an expert in the field. But yeah, really, like this was life-changing when I got into these. All right, guys, number 2 on the list are, you guys knew this was coming if you follow my channel, remote controls. I love me some remote controls. It accounts for just over 5% of my business. Let me show you guys the best ones that sell. Now, I have a video that goes into a deeper dive on this subject. If you guys want to check that out, I'll link it below. You guys are going to be looking for Bose. I don't think I even have any of those in stock right now because they sell so darn quick. Next up, you're going to want to look for Logitech Harmony. Those sell so fast, I don't think I have any. And then after that, I'd say there's a 3-way tie between Yamaha. Love Yamaha, super easy to find. They sell really quick. Then I would put Onkyo and Denon. So look up those remotes as well. And then also, I mean, there's way more than 5 really good brands that sell here. I can talk about remotes all day long, and I talk about it often on my channel. Dish remotes are really awesome. A ton of Sony remotes sell for really good money, and a ton of them don't sell for much. So you just got to look up the model numbers. Philips sells really well. So yeah. One of the most common questions I get on my channel is which remotes should I look for? How do I know which ones to pick up? And to this day, I still don't. Obviously, like I do. I know which ones are worth looking up, and I still I still get shocked every day. Like LG, not the best remote. But I still look up every single remote I come across because today I found a $60 LG remote because it's a hard model to come by. But you want to just look up every single remote you see, look up the model numbers. It's really easy. This one right there, Sony remote, it's just for a DVD player. So this one doesn't sell as quick, but it still sells for like $13 and it sells within 200 days. So I'm perfectly fine sitting on it and just selling them. I sell remotes every single day of my life. So you just look up RM-ASP001. It'll show you how many are listed, how many are sold. You do your whole little breakdown, you do things like that. But yeah, you definitely just want to look up a ton and 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 a ton of remotes, especially Sony, because Sony, there's a ton of them worth $4 and there's a few of them worth $400. So just look up every single model number you see and you guys will find fast selling, high profitable remotes every single day if you're looking for. All right, guys, so that was 24.5% of my business in just those 5 categories. Also, you guys didn't see 75%. The majority of my business is not in my top 5 categories. I sell a ton of clothing, a ton of toys, a ton of calculators, a ton of shoes, a ton of pots and pans, a ton of blenders, a ton of coffee makers, a ton of waffle makers, a ton of baseball bats and golf clubs and curling irons. I sell a ton of stuff. What I want you guys to get from this video, I hope that didn't seem condescending or arrogant, because I truly am here to help you guys. I want you guys to make more money than you ever have. I want you guys to have more time with your family than you ever have. And I want to show you guys that there's a trillion ways to make $100,000. Like there's a trillion ways to make $1 million. I just showed you 5 of them. If you guys want to niche down into one of those 5 categories, if you want to sell all of them like I do, you guys are free to do so, whatever fits your business the best. Now, even after all of this, some people will still claim that I'm not transparent about what I'm selling or what I'm teaching or trying to offer you guys. A lot of people will still say I have a ton of secrets and that I'm not still giving out like the best information. And that's fine. People can believe what they want to, but I am truly here to help you guys make the most money that you can and have more time with your family than you ever have. I know this is a pretty foreign concept. Why would I give away all of my secrets? Why would I give away my best-selling items without getting money from it in return? Why would I saturate my own markets? Why would I do those things? I just want you guys to succeed. I really do. I would take so much pride and have so much honor knowing that I helped you guys get there. So apply these tips. I'm going to come out with way more videos with way more information so you guys can kill your goals and live your dreams.